The world's richest man closed his blockbuster purchase of the social media service, thrusting Twitter into a new era. Officials said, he also began a cleanup after at least 4 chief executives, including Twitter's chief executive and chief financial officer, were fired Thursday. Musk said Wednesday that Twitter's San Francisco headquarters and met with engineers and advertisers. Twitter takes an uncertain turn with the deal closing following months of drama and legal troubles when Musk changed his mind about buying the company. Musk, a self-proclaimed free speech absolutist, has said he wants social media platforms to be more tolerant places for comments of all kinds, and a permanent ban against former President Donald J. would like to withdraw the Trump is off duty. Musk's outspoken approach to speech on Twitter has exacerbated the problem of toxic content and misinformation, which could impact political debates around the world. The first test will come within days of Brazil electing its president and American voters on March 11. 8th in the midterm elections. Twitter said it would ban misleading claims about polls and election results, but that was before Musk owned it. David Kaye, a law professor at the University of California, Irvine, who has worked with the United Nations on free speech issues, said Musk's ownership of Twitter had a real impact on his leadership. May reach, he said. Musk is scheduled to visit Twitter's San Francisco headquarters on Wednesday and brief his employees on Friday. The acquisition was hailed by some Republicans, who claim Twitter censors conservative views. Researchers say Twitter's rules are essential to combating hate speech and disinformation online. Some advertisers are concerned about allowing their brands to appear alongside controversial tweets. This is a Back to the Future return to content rules circa 2010, but ignores the real-world experience of the last decade. 2019. To keep citizens safe and improve trade prospects. And people are finally starting to realize that the Wild West needs a sheriff. How to make money. With over 7,500 employees, San Francisco-based Twitter has steadily built an ad-based business. Are struggling to grow and acquire new users. The dismissal of top company executives on Thursday shows that Mr. Musk intended to act quickly. 51-year-old Musk redesigns Twitter without disclosing the circumstances every few months. Privatizing a company eliminates the need to deal with shareholders on a regular basis and allows changes to be made to the service in front of the prying eyes of the public. Musk, who also runs electric car maker Tesla and rocket company SpaceX, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Closing the deal was a win for Twitter's board of directors. Twitter was criticized for accepting too low a price when Mr. Musk agreed to pay $54.20 per share in April. But as the global economy faltered and Twitter's share price fell in the months that followed, the deal price looked favorable to shareholders, and the board tried to force Musk to go through with the deal. A Twitter spokesperson did not immediately respond to a request for comment. His Twitter executives, who were fired Thursday, include Chief Executive Parag Agrawal, Chief Financial Officer Ned Siegel, Vijay Agade, Senior Legal and Political Executive, General Counsel Sean Edgett told 2 people familiar with the matter. At least one of the fired executives was reportedly removed from Twitter's offices. Musk, who is one of Twitter's most active users and has more than 109 million followers, began collecting shares in the company earlier this year. In April, he signed a deal to buy the company for $44 billion, scrapping Twitter's content moderation policy, eliminating spam, adding new features and learning more about the algorithms used to promote content. Twitter has tremendous potential, and we look forward to working with the company and its user community to unlock that potential, he said in a statement in April. Says, within a few weeks, however, he began to question the deal. Musk has lashed out at Twitter executives responsible for making content decisions, accusing them of not counting spam accounts accurately on the platform, Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal said on Musk's allegations. Musk responded by tweeting a poop emoji. By July, Musk had decided he no longer wanted to own Twitter, claiming he had been misled about the amount of spam on the platform. He announced his intention to abandon the acquisition. Twitter sued Mr. Musk and forced him to perform his contract. The company accused Musk of trying to close his business because the recession had sapped his personal wealth. Musk had personally agreed to provide about $33 billion of the $44 billion deal. The case ended in Delaware Chancery Court, which hears many corporate cases. The court heard the case in which he scheduled a 5-day hearing in mid-October. But days of testimony and uncertain outcomes made Mr. Musk reconsider. He has tried to negotiate a discount on the selling price. The judge in Twitter's case agreed to stay the case until October 28, giving Musk 3 weeks. Musk has set some ambitious goals for Twitter and plans to turn it into an everything app called X. In a presentation to investors this spring, He said Twitter expects him to reach $26.4 billion in annual revenue by 2028, with 931 million users. The company made him $5.08 billion in revenue last year, and he has over 200 million users. Mr. Musk has hinted that job cuts may be needed to keep Twitter's costs down. Many of the company's employees may face layoffs. In recent days, Twitter has tried to reassure employees by urging them to ignore reports of possible layoffs. Mr. Musk has invested in the company's future and he has borrowed money to fund transactions. Twitter's performance is very important as it balances interest repayments on its $12.5 billion loan. Analysts question whether Twitter can shoulder the burden of these payments given its volatile earnings. The market for such loans has declined sharply since Musk announced his proposal in April, so these loans will also pose a problem for investment banks that combine them. Advertisers may also be wary of doing business with Musk after he denounced his use of advertising on Twitter and said the company should find other revenue streams. Some advertisers are skeptical that their brands will appear alongside risky content, and Musk said it should be allowed on his Twitter, but other ads Lord preferred to spend money on his social networks such as his Facebook and his TikTok. On Thursday, Musk tried to assuage advertisers' concerns in an open letter, suggesting it would continue to moderate content. "Cannot be," he wrote. Twitter aims to be the most respected advertising platform in the world.